What's up, YouTube? MWPirate 2009. I'm here with Rogues Galley Kaijudo star Raymond Stovall.
Star, really?
Star. Well, I figured I'd give you a little bit of credit.
I almost thought you were going to introduce me as Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton. Ladies and gentlemen, Blake Shelton. Anyways, we're doing a commentated, one of these there peach commentated fancy match things. We've got Mike Sonderman on the left and Shelby Jeffers, Ascension's own Shelby Jeffers, playing his lawn tempo deck on the right.
On my mat.
Yeah.
Which he stole.
On your mat, yeah.
And you ran around with. I don't want to know what he did to it. I watched it. It's alright.
Yeah. Sonderman's playing Volcano Dervish. Here comes the boom skull.
There's the boom skull right there. He's lowering the boom right off the rip.
He's bringing the boom right from the beginning. Now, at what point does Jeffers pick that up and read it and go, "This is garbage. This should be easy." He's got the mana pod, so everything's working out well. And Waylay. Waylay's a great card.
It's a weird call though to kill the monopod right off the rip, but it's Sonderman. I'm sure he had some kind of weird twisted plan.
He charged Boom Skull turn 1. You can tell this is gonna be weird.
He's playing Boom Skull at all.
And he picks up Boom Skull 2 or 3 turns after he hits the board in the mana zone. Jeffers is like, "Wait a minute, isn't this a coaster?" Oh wait, it is a card. Oh, it's a card.
And the look on his face when he's like, "Really, you're playing this card?"
This happened?
I think I used
Did you
it
read
to blow
it?
my nose once. Alright, so got the Scamp against a rush aggro, so it's not going to be super crazy.
Right. But I mean, you know, it's there, it's something, just in case. You never know what kind of removal you might play.
Yeah, it's really not, the prototype just sitting there is just going to spell so much bad news for Jeffers.
Right. Oh, there comes the
Blitzer Mech Falcora.
Blitzer Mech, time to take a shield and kill a creature.
Yep. Frat Boy coming in with the keg,
Good
which
call
is appropriate.
Good call not to kill a Scamp, because that would have been a waste against a bug deck. Well, I mean, it looks like a bug deck. I think it's actually not even close to a bug deck. There's like...
It looks like a bug deck. It feels like
I think that's part of Jeffers' success. Oh, and it is so nice to see somebody play Soul Vortex and be happy about it. 'Cause every time I saw it, I was like, this card is awful. Why don't I play anything 4 or less that goes to my discard?
Well, what's great about it is he uses it specifically because he runs Volcano Dervish.
Yeah.
So since he runs Volcano Dervish and he's running that Blitzer Mech.
Yeah, so he has lots of valuable toys sitting in his discard, yeah.
Right, and he had to come up with a lot of ways because he kept losing to a lot of the later game decks.
Mm-hmm.
He had to come up with other ways to keep recycling, specifically the Blitzer Mech.
Yeah.
You know, to keep tapping those blockers.
So what's he go? Wow, Scared Orbital, that's kind of an oddball call at this point.
Well, when you think about how many different Evo baits you have to run Volcano Dervish, it's a legit play. I mean, a lot of players were looking at that when Volcano Dervish came out. People were like, "Hey, that's a really good card," but you can Evo it on Scared Orbital.
Yeah. Well, if it gets piercing away, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. If it gets killed, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna come back.
All right, so shitty time for Frat Boy. Gets eaten by a Kraken. And now Jeffers has got the momentum, and wow, trying to target the laws with 4 bodies on board. Go Sonderman.
He was just tired of looking at it.
He was just tired of looking at it. And Sonderman has no fear whenever it comes to playing spells with scamps and shit on board. He's like, sure, have another Scamp. Sure, draw a card. I don't give a fuck. Get rid of that 1 body this turn.
He's like, well, there's already 2 Scamps on the board.
Well,
might as well see the 3rd one.
If you think about it, you know Sonderman has to be, with this color scheme, you know he has to be running Owl. So is it really a bad call to save that shield for 1 more turn?
You make a good point. Is he going to play it?
I don't know. Owl would be a good start to coming back and stabilizing at this point, but I don't think he's got a... He might. Charger's going to... He's still got the 5.
He does still have the 5.
So...
Nope, that's 2 down. He might try to drop the
Plasma
Scared
Fencer.
Orbital again, or maybe a Plasma Fencer.
Yeah, I think Scared Orbital will definitely be his best bet, just to start getting bodies off the board.
Right.
He's in trouble at this point. I think...
Yeah, attacking those 3 blades.
Oh, no, Prototype.
Oh, yeah, that's
okay,
not a bad call either.
Yeah, that's... with... I think that's probably his best option, really.
Yeah, he can 2 for off of it.
Yeah. As long as he blocks the laws, which it doesn't matter, he ain't blocking shit.
Now it does bear mentioning though that this is before the standard rollout.
Yes, yeah. So you guys are going to be seeing lots of rotated cards.
Except that Sonderman didn't run any in this deck. When we sat down to build this deck, we specifically wanted to build a framework.
Oh, for standard?
For standard.
Cool.
Because he wanted something that could roll in easily when the new cards came in. And then the new cards came out and we're like, nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
But ultimately, the deck still runs really good.
Yeah, it's still really solid.
It's
surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Like, you see Dervish and Boomskull, and you're like, this is going to be easy. And then you're looking at your empty board, no shields on turn 5 going, what happened?
Yeah.
Either way, long story short, Jeffers takes that one with,
right.
And it probably had something to do with Sonderman being like, sure, I'll play this spell.
Yeah.
It's only the 3rd scamp on board.
I think there you see him leaning over his shoulder talking to you going, what the hell is he doing with Boomskull?
Yeah, at this point I'm probably whispering to Shelby, do you realize he played Boomskull in that? Oh, wow. This deck, it's so funny.
Surprisingly effectively funny.
Yeah.
Like, literally today, the day that we were recording this, he just came up here to Evansville and won the duel day.
Yeah, so...
With Boomskull.
Yeah, this match is, a pretty old match. It was before Quest even came out, but... this deck is alive and well, and as you said, stronger. I mean, it took the duel day today, no question.
Yeah.
So, all right.
See what's gonna happen this time.
I don't know.
I bet there's a Boomskull.
There's a boom. Here comes the boom. Oh! Sad face. We see the dark hit, and everybody just gets excited.
Everybody's on the edge of their seats. Like, is it gonna come? Is he gonna lower the boom?
Oh
no, okay.
Dude, he drops the Boomskull. I'm probably gonna nut myself.
I'm sitting in front of him, so I'm gonna scoot now.
Oh, Plasma Pincer. That's another one of these cards that make Sonderman's deck so good. Especially with Bone Blades and shit like that missing now.
Oh, yeah. Man, just go ahead and swing it. He loves that Plasma Pincer.
It's so good.
I mean, in current meta, you'd think he'd run into more situations where the 3-drop Scrappy Punter would eat it. But
no.
we just really haven't run into a lot.
Nobody's really Scrappy doesn't see a whole lot of play, which is sad. I mean, it's a good card, but it's just not good enough to fit that 40 card list.
This is true. I mean, it's decent. I've seen a list. I've had a list before where I thought it would be good, but another thing about Sonderman is he likes to go second, even though he plays an aggressive deck.
Yeah, it gives him that card in hand to keep the aggression going.
And then when you run in, a lot of decks that are going to be playing that guy are going to try to drop him on 3, and they're looking for targets on 3. Yeah. Sonderman's going to be the turn after, so the target's not going to be on board till turn 4, and then they have a much better, like a 4-drop Evo or Blast Force Sweeper.
So Jeffers looks like he's doing some heavy thinking right now. All that for a scamp? Do it, slowly swing it, maybe think about it. Yep, I'm going to do it. And Sonderman with the Shield Blast. This guy, I played him today, and he had like 3 Shield Blasts. It's like, what the fuck?
Before Stormspark rolled out, if he had a shield left, it was a Stormspark.
Yeah.
Unless you'd already hit it.
What's his Shield Blast count? Like, I mean, I know the deck's different now.
Yeah, the deck's different now. I can't tell you 100%. It's...
Like, is it over 25%? Is he got at least 10?
I think it's in the ballpark of 25, maybe. He dropped... You can see he's got Crimson Hammer here. Those are gone now for Laser Eyes.
Waylay?
Yeah.
I'm
sorry,
don't
same art as Crimson. I'm a Dual Masters player.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to go for the creature here or not. Yeah,
I think it's probably the stronger choice, just to keep Jeffers' board down, because right now he's in a good way. He's got the Boomskull out there protecting everything, and he's just got bigger bodies in general, and what isn't bigger untaps.
Right.
So, I mean, Jeffers is just in a bad way right now.
Boomskull dodges a lot of stuff. Like, when I was playing him today, I see Dropship Commando coming out on board, and you're like, I can't even get my 2-drop,
Yeah.
I mean, it trades with freaking Restless Conflagration, trades with Dropship Commando.
It's actually really good in this tempo-y meta, because now it's like gotten to the point where, I shouldn't say tempo, like aggression, mid-range tempo-y meta, where, they're trying to wipe your bodies as often as they're breaking shields, and Boomskull is just even better. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying it about this, that card, because to me it's not a good card, but in this deck it's crazy.
Have I dropped Boom Skull yet?
Oh, you got the
dropped Boom
boom
Skull
on
the whole
board
time.
right now.
Oh, okay.
The man himself.
Yeah, the man himself.
He just fell down and died. That's what that noise was just right then.
That was my boom.
Was that the boom?
Alright, Jeffers is really in trouble right now. I don't think there's a single toy in his deck to undo this.
He's got a blocker on board, but no shields, and he is facing one hell of a board.
Yeah. Everything.
And 4 shields, man, it's nuts.
Yeah. Sonderman just got away on this one.
What'd I do?
Well, I think at one point you bent Shelby over.
You know that thing you do where like you tap your card sideways and then the other guy dies?
Yeah.
Oh,
That thing.
oh, I do that often.
Yeah, you do it right after you get out the Vaseline. If I'm, you know.
Dude, I work in a
remembering
prison. We don't use Vaseline.
correctly.
I've never visited, but I've heard.
Butterfree margarine.
Boy, Shelbers, you are thinking about this, aren't you?
Had to.
You, let's see. I don't know. He could Finbar away something, but even then he has to get rid of the boom skull just so he can swing onto bodies.
Right.
Unless he's planning on going through the boom skull. Let's see. Homoclone right now could be something, but what's his mana count? 5.
If
Right.
you look at his fingers, they're thinking a lot right now.
Yeah.
Just the fingers.
He's got enough cards. He's probably going to end up going crack and piercing, maybe.
You think so?
I think Kraken.
Well, there's
It's
Kraken.
probably his best play at this point, especially now that he's laid the Kraken down. I mean, he's pretty much screwed at this point. I don't know why he's flipping through the Finbar. That chance is passed.
he's bouncing the boom skull. He does not want to play against that boom skull.
Yeah, that was definitely his best line of play. It was all he had. He's still boned because Sonderman loves the fast attacks. He loves the. Were you running Comet Missile in this version?
No, and
yeah,
if you
no
also
non-standard.
notice, I was playing ahead of the curve. Like, I have Luke Skywalker as sleeves.
Yeah, so he's down with the Force.
He is. They're currently U-shaped
Yeah.
because they've seen a lot of play.
Mm-hmm.
And Sonderman doesn't really care, so he's just going to keep swinging.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep the pressure on because that Swordhorn's only gonna deal with one at a time. And you see, he's still got a card in hand. So at this point, I kind of just feel like he's waiting to draw a monocolor.
I'm pretty sure that's a boom skull, though. I think that's the
Is
boom
it?
skull.
Oh, it is. That is.
Shelvers just bounced that boom skull a minute ago. I didn't see him laid in mono. If he had,
No, he didn't. I'm kind of wondering why he's holding it.
because he
Oh,
loves the boom
Shelvers is
skull.
like, screw this noise.
He's like, oh, he can still play a boom skull? Man, I quit. Oh, look, there was a pit down there.
Yeah. Wait a minute, you're running Boom Skull? Oh, I'm gonna scoop and go to game 3.
I can't win this.
I can't win this. He's got Boom Skull. Here comes the boom.
Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me, who believes in you.
Yeah. 1-1.
It is actually a fact, though, that when Sonderman does play the boom skull, it does shake the table. but it's his opponent's jaw dropping and hitting it. And it just rattles, you know?
The sheer fact that anyone else is actually playing Boom Skull.
Yeah, Sonderman, you're definitely the only person that I've ever seen play Boom Skull outside of like Sealed.
I'm probably the only person that plays Boom Skull.
Ever.
Period.
Yeah,
Just-
period.
just-
Like, even in Sealed, people are like, this is garbage.
I don't want this, but what am I going to use this for?
Like I said, it was like the first time I saw you play it, I was like, is that a coaster? Is he getting ready to set a drink down on the playing field right now?
Why would he put that for his deck count?
Yeah.
And he's got a white mat that's going to stain. Come on now.
Thank God he's got his coasters.
I'm telling you.
Oh, man. And Dervish is so dirty.
And we should point out that in the process of fighting through today's duel day, he did have to face Junkmonkey Jeffers over here playing with the
winning
champ deck with like 1 tech change.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you won with that?
No, did you who won between you guys in the duel day?
Sonderman crushed him
Sonderman took it. Yeah,
It was 2-1.
with
Was it
Boom
2-1?
Skull.
with Boom Skull.
You told me
Boom
it was,
Skull
you told me it
and
was
Dervish.
Both times it came down to he had 1 extra body on board I couldn't deal with.
you told me he
everything else we
swept
deal
you when we were there.
Say what?
The
You told me he
story's
swept
changing.
you when we were there because I was like, was he the broom and you were the dirt? And you were like, yeah.
And that was 2-1.
You sure?
It was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant.
I won.
It's irrelevant. He took it.
It's irrelevant, you won.
All
Shut up.
right.
Boom, got me.
Pieces of your ass are still all over that store right now.
There are poop
And
particles flying
Sonderman's
around.
boot.
Those kids are probably going to have pink eye now.
Oh, God.
So Jeffers takes a super controlled approach on this one. I guess he's just like hiding behind double Krakens. I don't know if his opening hand was just that bad or what. I didn't see anything.
It was bad.
Yeah, and Sonderman, I really feel like he can't go wrong at this point. Oh, ow. Okay, your hand.
So
your
his
must
hand
be
must have
weird.
been awful.
Yeah,
It was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you just oath-sworn called into a scamp, dude.
he oath-sworn called into Scamp instead of Rusalka.
And you know Jeffers is swinging in with that scamp going, if it's a spell, Sonderman's going to play it.
Yeah. I mean,
So
there's
I'm
no
going to
way.
get another creature. I just can't lose. I break a shield.
Oh, Blitz
Uh-oh.
back. It's a hard day in the life
We're
of
already at
Sonderman.
turn 4. Look at that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the smart play here to me looks like
Sorry,
swinging
turn four,
with
no
Metal
boost
Max
roll.
first,
Well,
but
what's this?
Yeah.
he's gonna block the hell out of that card.
Yeah. I think I'd have swung with the Metal Max first
Yeah.
as well. And the question is, does he keep chasing the Scamp? And he does.
It's an odd call, Sonderman.
There's
Leaving
a,
the bait for the primes.
There's a reason for my rhyme.
Oh, hey, look. Speak of the devil.
Is it because you wanted all these ugly creatures off your side of the board?
Yeah.
You're like, these guys got to go. This is not
It's
working.
more along the lines of a false sense of security.
Really?
Yeah,
You
because
like
somewhere in those cards is a boom skull.
And somewhere in the eye of Boomskull is 0 carry for your opponent.
Right now, Jeffers is actually looking in pretty decent shape. I mean,
Yeah.
it's too bad that Kraken's not like a turnip, but all in all, he's not in bad shape. Being out of cards sucks, and Sonderman just keeps going in, no fear at all. You know, he's like, it's just gonna get ran over. So what?
I would actually like to see Sonderman play this deck against Gavin Dooley with Gavin Rush. Well, it's
Oh.
really Strawberry Rush, but
Strawberry Rush, yeah.
Well, depending on what's actually going on, I usually use the Falcor as bait.
You have so many Shield Blasts, Sonderman. You have the craziest luck with Shield Blasts I've seen.
And hence why Storm Spark should be reprinted. Just, you know.
Just saying.
So, fun fact, Sonderman is wearing the exact same outfit on camera that he's wearing now, 2 months later.
My closet looks like Dennis the Menace's.
2 months.
no, dude, this is like
Something like
4,
that.
man.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that old.
Well, I wear a uniform 5 days a week, so I might as well wear something different.
Alright.
And for all you people out there listening, yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes, it
is prototype bait for Dervish?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
It's
It-
just really good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He played the blocker, he played the Metal Max. I guess he's just emptying his hand. He had mana.
He plays cards I don't think I've ever picked up, and I'm just like, what are the races on that again?
Yeah, that's the same situation where I'm at.
With the way I've updated the deck now, the
Oh.
prototypes are bait now for turn 4.
Yeah. Okay, I would definitely swing the Kraken, tap down, eat the. Well, you can do
He took
that.
the sack play, yeah,
Uh,
and left Jeffers with no bait.
true this.
Let's see what happens.
Did I catch you?
What's he got
I
doing?
think I would have went the other way about it.
Did you
You
break
know.
it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have broken the 2 shields, but
Yeah, but then you're a control player, and Sonderman is a rape your face off player.
true. All right, so bouncing it again. Jeffers is just playing the shit out of those Rusalkas. All right, so what's his best play here? Yeah, at this point, I mean, I don't see you losing. No matter what you play. Just replaying that, probably still swinging for the fences. Or he may eat the Rusalka.
I'd lay good money that he's gonna go after shields regardless.
Yeah, I think the Rusalka is probably safer, and yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, think about it. Owl, Falcora, he's got a lot of fast attacks. He's
Yeah.
got a tap on board. And he's just staying alive. Oh, wow.
The BGs would be proud.
It's like bounce it, can't deal with it. Swing for plink. Bounce it, can't deal with it. Plink.
I mean, at this point, it starts to kind of look bad for Sonderman, but then if you think about it, I mean,
He's
sitting
not
on
in a bad
BBP.
way. He's got
He's
all the
not-
cards.
He's not terrible. He's got plenty of mana. We know he's got a BBP and bait
Yeah.
sitting in his hand. So I mean, that's a thing that's about to happen.
Yeah.
He can
Here comes
drop.
the boom.
He can drop, tap down, eat the turnip.
I think right now he's probably trying to decide between Ow or Blinder Beetle.
Right, and Ow is
Ow.
easily the better call.
Yeah, that might be what he's doing. I don't know. He's got 5 mana, and those are the only 2 cards in question. That's what he's doing.
Yep.
All right, so Ow eats the turnip, of course, and I think I'd just sit pretty at this point.
Right. Literally no reason to take that last
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, because Jeffers is top decking at this point, and as you can see, he's top decking horribly.
Yeah, that's pretty. Depending on that shield, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna.
Well, he's got Prime in hand too.
Right,
and,
yeah.
And what,
I mean,
8 mana now?
Yeah.
So you know that's coming in.
And possibly off of a new bait, so I mean, he's gonna.
Yep. New bait goes for the Prime. Counting 5 off in a very cocky fashion. Thinking about it, making sure,
I should
and
have
then
stopped
proceeds
being
to hold Jeffers down and rape him unmercifully. Are you gonna wipe his board first? You're gonna wipe his board first, aren't you? And that's it.
That's it.
Poor Jeffers.
I think it was, what was it, 30 minutes Shelby cried after this?
Right now he's like he's cussing Metal Max, but you know deep down he lost to Boom Skull.
He totally lost the boom.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And you know, I think, how many times did you go to the bathroom to see if he was okay? Because I mean, he just kept crying.
Me? I never went to. I didn't care.
Right. I don't even think you went downstairs. I mean, you rarely moved.
At this point, Sonderman's like, "Hey, Jeffers, you want my autograph? Let me just sign this with 'Here comes the boom.'" Oh shit!
Here comes the boom. Is your booty ready for it?
Yeah.
And if you send me your own boom skull, I will personalize it with something very grotesque.
All right, guys, be sure to tune in the channel and see, round 3 and round 4 of this tournament.